times are changing, and certainly not for the better. So what excuse do we have now to not learn the Book of Allah? Our most popular book is back on Amazon, so you can learn all the stories from Quran in 30 days. Order your copies now.
Hazrat Suleman was the only prophet who had flying horses. In fact, he probably was the only human who ever had that privilege. But the flying horses were not there from the very beginning. These flying horses have an interesting story which we will be sharing with you soon, and also narrate the reason why the Almighty finished their race forever. Hazrat Suleman was a majestic king. He was one of the very few passengers of the Almighty who did not have to go through any physical obstacles for prophethood. All other prophets had tough lives. Hazrat Suleman had a vast and strong territory to rule. He was the only messenger who had flying horses under his command. He could understand the language of each and every animal or bird on the planet. Allah Almighty had given him command over the winds as well. His rule was not only limited to the humans, but also encompassed the jinns and the living beings of all other species. We know how the Queen Bilqis was given to Hazrat Suleman as his wife. She had always been very fascinated by the winds, and just like her husband, she also wanted to be carried in the winds. So one day she asked her husband if they could visit around the earth. Hazrat Suleman agreed, and the couple went in the air visiting the different parts of the earth. When they were up in the air, they came across an island in the middle of the ocean. They decided to stop by and take a walk on that island. When they stepped down on that beautiful island, they saw a very beautiful sight. There were white, magnificent horses. Hazrat Suleman and Queen Bilqis started walking towards them. The white horses took out their wings and flew away. They had never seen such horses before. On reaching back home, Prophet Suleman summoned the jinns of the earth and assigned them a task to find those beautiful white horses with majestic wings. The jinns told the Prophet that there is only one of us who can do this job, but he is in hiding right now. He had been disobedient and rebellious, and none of us know where he could be right now. Prophet Suleman ordered them to arrest that jinn, however, and bring him to the palace. All the jinns assembled together and went out to fetch him. One of them announced that Prophet Suleman has died, and he could come out now so that they could celebrate together. On hearing this, that jinn emerged from the ocean, and he was arrested there and then. Upon coming back to the palace of Prophet Suleman, the jinn asked forgiveness and pledged obedience to Hazrat Suleman for the rest of his life. He was assigned that difficult task of finding the beautiful flying horses. So he went out on his mission. Finally, the flying horses were presented in the court of the Prophet. And that is how Prophet Suleman was bestowed with the most beautiful flying horses. But why did he end their race? Hazrat Suleman alayhi salam loved those white horses very much. One day he was sitting with them, caressing them, and just having a good time. He did not realize that so much time had passed and he had missed his prayer. The Almighty sent a wahi upon him that this conduct of his did not please the Almighty. So Hazrat Suleman decided to end the cause that made him forget his Creator. He ordered the jinns to cut the wings of those horses so that they become just like all the other horses. This way, the Prophet sacrificed his beloved something in the name of his Creator, the Almighty. And this is the reason why we do not see flying horses today, brothers and sisters.